Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 1. Alright, we're back on the Durandal. Our names have been cleared, everything is good, and we've got an email. Actually, we got two emails. I skipped the first one so that I could go save. But all that was just telling you that the Encephalon area was available to use on, or to go back to using the EVS plate if you wanted. And this email is telling us that we get not only a new weapon for kos-mos, the FR shot, and we also got a new tech attack, the X-Buster, which is an amazing attack. So what you want to do, you want to go back, select the email again, and download its contents. And now we can give the weapon and tech attack to kos-mos when she becomes available. Right now we only have Shion on our party. Alright. So let's head on over. There's a couple places we want to go before we continue along with the story. First of all, we're gonna go to the dock. Um, that's the central location where we're gonna access both areas. Actually, um, first of all, we want to head to the Elsa, so we can go back to the dock colony. There's a couple things we want to check out there. So yeah, so come on down here and enter the Elsa. And then as soon as the screen loads, anytime, there you go. We're gonna go up to the bridge because that's where Captain Matthews is. He's the one we want to talk to in order to set the ball rolling. And again, waiting for the screen to load. That's the only thing with this game. Well, I guess it's not the only thing, but it's one of the more annoying things. The loading time between screens tends to be a bit long, or a little longer than I would like it to be. But you know what? It's a small sacrifice to pay for such an amazing game. Hey little guy, what's up? Anyway, we want to move over to the dock clinic, and you'll remember the little girl that wasn't able to talk because of the shock of what happened to her home planet, Ariadne. Thanks again, Commander Trenkov, for being such a jerk. But if we come up here, you'll notice the seed we gave her has turned into a flower and has bloomed. And she's talking to us. Very nice. Never underestimate is what I was trying to say. The power of kindness. As you can see. And we get a tech upgrade Zeta. Why Ludi had one of those, I have no idea. But I'm not complaining. It gives us about, I think that gives us 100 tech points. So I'm going to be using that on kos-mos as soon as she comes available, since she hasn't been with us for a while. Let me tell you, I am so happy to have her back on the party. You have no idea. Anyway, come on down here. There's one new thing available that I want to get here. And that is a frame for Momo's eggs, which increases her eggs quite a bit. And let's go ahead and restore the FHP of everybody. And we're good to go. And that's about it for here. Now we want to head back to the Kukai Foundation. Alright. Well, come on back over here. You can talk to those people if you want. I don't. So I'm going to move by and ignore them, because they are not important to me. And let's go back to the Durandal, and then from the Durandal, we're going to go to the Kukai Foundation, and where we want to go is, well, I'll tell you when we get there, you'll see. Anyway, come on up here. And up we go, woo! And onto the transport. Yes, 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 I know. Would I like to go to the Foundation? No, I just walked onto this shuttle going to the Kukai Foundation for the heck of it. Just because I felt like it. Because that's how I roll. Gosh. And more loading time, yay! There we go. And we're back on the Kukai Foundation. And we gotta make a couple stops here. First place we want to head to is Sector 27, which is basically all the way on the other side of the entrance to that area. So yeah, so we got a lot of walking to do, but that's okay, because the reward will be great, and Chion, please don't get stuck on those little corners. Alright, and we're moving, and there's a bunch of old cars. Oh, before we go, come over here and turn this crank. You will not regret it. And we'll come over here, and there's the purple canister thing. And there's the guy in the cage. And we're moving along. I'll try and remember some of the odd locations in sites, like this statue for instance, and that little girl by the ladder. These are going to be important spots later on. Now actually very soon. Anyway, we're going to come up here, back to the cleaners, go inside and go all the way to the top. Yes, all the way to the top. You might remember that there was a segment address here. Well, now we have the key for it. So we can go on inside. And inside this segment address is a robot part right leg, which can only mean one thing. That's right. We're gonna go visit the professor. That's right. I'm just gonna blow you up for the heck of it. There's nothing there, but I like blowing stuff up. And now we gotta go all the way to the other side of this area yet again. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Car in the wall. Pac-Man on the sign. Lots of Pac-Man. Girl under the ladder. Shady purple guy. Statue that really has no business being there. And we're moving along, guy in the cage again. More people. Lots of people. And we're out. Alright, so to the Robot Academy. Here we go. Alright. Yes, I want to enter. I suppose they have to ask you that just in case, but I don't know. If you didn't want to go in there, why would you go over there? I guess if you didn't know where the location or what that location was at first, but then like you need to ask me every single time I go there. I think I know where I'm going now. That's okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna speed through this. Title is Chapter 3. The Hyper Assistant Scott appears. Yes, he has an assistant. Someone else, or probably the first person and only person that can stand to be around him for more than 5 minutes. And yes, we have more robot parts for you, so you can stop doing the pee-pee dance. And here he comes, Assistant Scott, who's only slightly less hyper than the professor himself. And he's actually a little more down to earth than the professor. And he's like, you can call me Scott if you want. And he's like, no, 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 you can't call him just Scott. He has to be Assistant Scott. Because that's how I roll. And we give him the robot parts. And time to begin the transformation process. Yes. Start transformation. Go. And this whole sequence just reminds me of like an old, like, well, maybe not an old anime, but just like one of those giant robot animes. I mean, bright, flashy colors, robot parts, all that stuff, and you'll see you'll see it'll really remind you of that once we get everything uh, from this little side quest deal. Anyway, we're right at the 10-minute, 40-second mark, so I'm gonna end the episode here, and I will see you next time on Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 1.